It is a fresh effort in diplomacy. It is also a new approach. For the first time, the main power brokers in Syria's war, Russia and Turkey, have brought European countries to their table. The host, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, held one-on-one meetings on the sidelines of the summit with German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Russian President Vladimir Putin and French President Emmanuel Macron. But who was not present was just as significant. Macron, however, did discuss with Putin the possibility of arranging a high-level meeting between Russian and American officials in Paris.
The more countries that join the process, the quicker, I believe, we will reach a permanent solution.
But even among these players, there was little consensus. Russia continuing to undercut the UN and emphasizing the role of the Syrian government in any future decisions. Putin was clearly angry about his inability to legitimize President Bashar al-Assad's hold on power.
To make this process successful, it must be carried out in a peaceful way, with respect to the legitimate government of the Syrian Republic. People use the expression Syrian regime, but we must remember the UN resolution refers to the government of the Syrian Arab Republic.
The West wants Damascus and its allies to cooperate with the UN-led political process that calls for reforming the constitution and holding elections.
10 months after the meeting at Sochi, the Constitutional Committee has yet to take up its work. That's why we want the list of interested parties to be finalised by the end of the year, so that a meeting can take place.
Europe, worried about a new wave of refugees, wanted a commitment from Russia and Turkey for a permanent ceasefire in Idlib. They didn't get that.
I hope this gives the political process a certain momentum, and we'll continue to do everything in our power to ensure that Idlib is led to a peaceful solution and doesn't end up in another humanitarian disaster.
France's UN ambassador summed up the situation. Syria, he says, is at a crossroads. There can either be an escalation in Idlib, or there can be political momentum, starting with an agreement on a UN committee to rewrite Syria's constitution. But Syria's government is refusing to cooperate, and Russia, which has a crucial role, is urging patience. While there's still a long way from reaching an internationally backed political deal, there is hope the summit could pave the way for a new diplomatic track, one that would bring more players on board. But that would mean even more agendas and interests would need to be considered. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera, Istanbul.